Good day and welcome to MomoTV. Today we take a closer look at the inspiring journey of one of the Nollywood's most versatile actors and filmmakers, Daniel Etim Effiong. His story is one of resilience, discovery and courage to follow one's passion. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe and turn on your notification buttons for more Nollywood updates. Daniel was born on June 24, 1986 in Jaji, Kaduna State, Nigeria. Growing up in a disciplined home, his father, Lieutenant Colonel Moses Effiong, left a strong impression on him through his strength and resilience. Now, Daniel didn't just begin his journey dreaming of Nollywood. He first studied chemical engineering at the Federal University of Technology, Minna. But life took an unexpected turn. In an interview with Trude, Daniel revealed that during his university years, he faced a false accusation that led to his expulsion. He described it as a very dark time in his life.
Something you mentioned that you've gone through a lot in your life. And honestly, I've known you for a long time. And two things I didn't know. One, that you were expelled from the university for cultism. What is that?
I know.
Please, what happened?
Listen, it was, it was shocking to me and to everyone that I know. At the time in school, I was a goody two-shoes. I was a church boy. I was a bookworm. That was all I did, church and school. And so when I heard about the renunciation ceremony and all of that, I was like, wow, great, but it doesn't concern me. After the renunciation ceremony and the time of grace, the school now said these are the names of 150 cult members who refused to renounce cultism and published 150 names. And lo and behold, my name was on that list from out of nowhere. I don't know how it happened. I can't figure out how my name got on that list, but my name was on the list and everything we tried didn't work. It was a miscarriage of justice because there was no proof. There was absolutely nothing that proved that I was a cult member. When we went for the disciplinary hearings, we had several of those. It was always, prove to us that you're not a cult member. I'm like, how am I proving to you? You called me a cult member. Prove to me that I'm a cultist, like I'm a member of a secret cult. What's the proof? There's none whatsoever, none presented. And first of all, it was suspension, indefinite suspension, and then it became expulsion after the disciplinary hearings. And it was a very dark period in my life. Then Footmina called me back, and they were like, oh, I've been forgiven of my...
God punish them. Not Footmina.
Dude, like, I want to say that. I want to say that so bad, They're like, oh, come back and finish your course because you've been forgiven. And obviously my parents were like, that's it. Drop this thing you're doing and go back to engineering and finish your engineering course, which I did. Went back, finished my engineering course, came back, worked as an engineer for a bit. Then I was like, you know what, I'm done. I've tasted the promised land and I can't go back. I wanted to be an actor and a storyteller.
Right.
And so I quit.
This experience left him depressed, but it also became a turning point. According to an interview titled Daniel Etim Effiong Like You've Never Seen Him, he shared that acting became his escape, his therapy, and his way of healing. But before Nollywood, Daniel had a different career path. On his official Instagram page, he once shared, "My dream was always to tell stories that mattered, but somehow I ended up studying engineering and working in the Nigerian oil and gas industry. After a couple years struggling to find fulfillment, I quit my job and got a job as a content producer without any formal training in the arts. Filmmaking became my newfound obsession. That obsession pushed him further. A friend suggested he joined him at AFDA Johannesburg, and after some research, Daniel was convinced. In his own words, the coolest things about studying AFDA Johannesburg was that, though it was miles away from home and with kids probably 10 years younger than I was, I still fit right in. The campus was rife with like-minded creatives bustling with crazy ideas. The practical courses, backed by research, inspired me endlessly. My dream blossomed." Even before graduating, Daniel had already landed a guest role in Generations, the legacy on South Africa's SABC, and also featured in South African TV commercials. His big Nollywood break came in 2017 with his short film Prey, which he co-produced with his wife, Daniel Etim Effiong. Speaking with Trude, Daniel describes the experience as both exciting and challenging, but one that taught him the power of storytelling and collaboration. From there, the doors of Nollywood opened wider. Daniel began to appear in major productions as Plan B, The Men's Club, Castle and Castle, and Before 30. He also starred in Casanova, Fishing for Love, Blood Sisters, The Wait, Shantytown, and Storm. Reflecting on these early years, he said in the YouTube interview that his curiosity helped him a lot. He asked questions, observed, and learned, which allowed him to find his place in the industry. But Daniel's vision goes beyond acting. In his Instagram post reflecting on his AFDA journey, he said, "Fast forward 10 years later, I'm one of the Nollywood's leading lights. I have directed several TV commercials, starred in several Netflix originals, and directed an award-winning documentary on Netflix, all made possible through the network studying at AFDA enabled." And in True Day interview, he added that he always wanted to create stories that matter. Acting is one side, directing and producing is another. Both allow me to tell stories the way I see them. His challenges, as he openly admits, shaped the man he is today. In his words, "The challenges I faced made me who I am. They taught me that sometimes life redirects you to your true calling." Today, Daniel Etim Effiong is not only a respected actor and filmmaker, but also a family man. Together with his wife, Toyosi, they are raising 3 children. He often credits his family for being his source of stability and inspiration. Daniel's journey reminds us that setbacks can sometimes open doors to greater opportunities. From chemical engineering to oil and gas to Nollywood stardom, his story proves that resilience, curiosity, and dedication can turn life's darkest moments into a shining career. Here at MomoTV, we celebrate Daniel Etim Effiong as a symbol of strength and creativity in Nollywood. Thank you for watching, and that is how Daniel Etim Effiong began his journey into Nollywood.